Hi everyone, and welcome back. I wanted to talk a little more about comparing distributions. In our last video, we talked about the center, shape, and spread. You must discuss all three of these features when talking about graphical displays that are quantitative or numerical. There is something else you should discuss when talking about box plots. You should look at the 5-number summary and see if one of the 5 numbers, let's say the minimum, of one of the variables, falls on or above another one of the 5-number summary, such as the Q1, let's say. So I created this example to demonstrate what I mean. These are the heights of 18-year-olds from Canada and America. We do not know how many there are. Remember, box plots only show us the 5 numbers. Since a box plot is made of 100% of the data, and is generally broken up into quarters, then it makes sense to say that each of the 4 pieces are 25%. Some of you might say, what 4 pieces? Well, these 4 pieces. This part from here to here is 25%. This part from here to here is 25%. Let me get a highlighter. This part from here to here is 25%. And this part from here to here is 25%. Those are your 4 parts. This is 25%, this is 25, this is 25, this is 25. It makes 100%. So, to continue, let's take a look at some of the important features here. Right now, the minimum for Canadians is 65 inches. And the Q1 for Americans is 65 inches. So now we can say the shortest Canadian is actually taller than 25% of Americans. So once again, this guy is larger than all of this, or even equal to, but basically he's taller than all of these people. What else do you guys notice? We also see that 25% of Canadians are taller than 75% of Americans. Well, let me show you. Pick a different color. This is the 25%. This is the first quartile. This person is actually taller than all of this. You guys see that? So we see that 25% of Canadians are taller than 75% of Americans. And finally, we can see one last thing. We can see that 25% of Canadians are taller than all Americans. Look at what I said. I'm going to repeat it one more time. Listen to what I just said. 25% of Canadians, that's 25%, remember each piece is 25%, are taller than all of these guys. These guys right here are taller than all of these guys. So we saw that the shortest Canadian is taller than 25% of Americans. We also saw that 25% of Canadians are taller than 75% of Americans. And finally, 25% of Canadians are taller than all Americans. So we should obviously discuss the median height of Canadians and how it's larger than those of Americans, and also how their heights are more consistent. Do you guys notice that this part right here is much smaller than this whole big thing? So we say it's more consistent or less variable. But this video is not about that. You can take a look at the previous video to discuss center, shape, and spread. This video is to make use of the 25% rule and discuss the 5-number summary in your explanation when you're comparing box plots. I hope this was helpful.